We recently had worked on the healthcare, and I guess you guys probably know about 9.0 release. And so let's quickly start with what had. So we started at the beginning, in the sense, beginning of healthcare actually, into. So we started it as an app built on Frappe, and uh, it was integrated with ERPNext for providing the enterprise functions like HR administration, plus accounting and other features of ERPNext for healthcare industry. Then we had made it open source, and it was available. The app was available on Git. Then our business model was SaaS, and we had, as a Smart Clinics, we offered it as SaaS for customers. But then it never took off. It didn't really work. And what had happened was, we had some free users. We had solo users, and they are still running. So there are many practitioners, I guess, using ERPNext Healthcare for their practice management. And merged to ERPNext, Frappe team discovered us, this app, the SaaS platform. Then ERPNext, we didn't know that ERPNext had the vision of getting everything into core, or we are as an ERP for everyone, or ERP for every business. So we had conducted a code sprint at our office, and it was actually a code sprint. To merge, but then there were a lot of cleanups to be done. So we had to come up with a checklist and start with it. Then we did the cleanup and merge with collaboration from Frappe team, and the code sprint also had some community members like Abdullah and Satish joining us. So they also participated actively in the in the cleanup and merge, along with Faris, Pratiksha, and all from Frappe team. Now let's quickly look at healthcare, what it is not actually. It's not a fully functional HIS, or hospital information system. But what it is a good start for the community to build and start upon. So as it's ERPNext and service providers, as all of us are focusing on the SMEs, so we can now start focusing on even getting it spread to the healthcare industry, which is also a very multi-billion-dollar industry, and there are kind of very sophisticated softwares, but then not many are with good accounting or such related features. So, but it is also it has features for clinic, pharmacy, and laboratory. Pharmacy is actually the stock module. So quick look at the features. It's practice management is there. You can create patient. Patient is tied to a customer. Physician scheduling, appointment booking, vital signs, consultations, and we also incorporated medical code standards, which is statutory requirement, I guess. Health history, then laboratory, sample collection, lab tests, patient portal, and pharmacy, which is actually stock buying and sales modules of ERPNext. Domains, install wizard, domain settings. Actually, multi-company setup, we'll have to look at it. There are, if you have multiple domains, there was talk yesterday how to pull out, contributions. So if somebody doesn't want healthcare, it doesn't show up. But in a multi-company setup, maybe, Then we had faced, issues when, for example, sales invoice. We don't want a sales invoice to be in the, while building in the medical industry. So how to rename the documents? So the labeling documents. These are some of the things that we are kind of pondering on and working upon. Then selectively activate domain features. For example, if somebody wants scheduling, employee scheduling to be enabled, it is already in healthcare to an extent. So I'm not sure how we can, selectively activate some of the features. Then domain-specific, I guess it already took off yesterday, and SMEs are already there. Healthcare roadmap, I guess for healthcare, our suggestions are like, clinical procedures and appointments. Procedural appointments. We are working on those. Then insurance, claims and all. Inpatient facility management, rooms, beds, etc. So these two, like insurance and inpatient management, this could be like, separate verticals actually. For example, insurance could be, claims could be there for many other businesses also. And this facility management, for example, a hotel can also use this same stuff. So we have to, develop it as a separate and enable it, Then tools of to ease the workflows for healthcare industry. There will be multiple bills. It's kind of reporting. Too many reports. Invoices will be there against a patient, but then the executive or the billing person won't be able to look at at a report and then do the billing. So there are many pages that we have designed. We haven't got into the healthcare version as it didn't really go with the frappe look and feel and the same styles. So we'll have to work on that and somehow get it going. Then localizations, statutory compliances. Many countries has their own laws for healthcare. Many standards are there. So we'll have to look at that. And then interoperability, tools and device integrations. These are all very required, like imaging, medical imaging, plus integration with modalities, CT scans and other stuff. So this all could be worked upon on a specific level. And a quick word about us. We are users of ERPNext and service providers. And we are a 3-member team. Ranjit is here with me, and Jamshir, fortunately, this is marriage in the coming week, so he couldn't join us. And myself. Yeah. And our current projects are like, we are working on process manufacturing. I guess this is already on Git, and if somebody can take it, look at it, that's great. And if it fits, Revant was telling me it fits, agriculture industry, so maybe you can utilize that. And it's done for Ostro. They are a client of us, so they are willing to open source it. So that's why it's on Git, and maybe we can try out and maybe we'll do a pull request. Then construction, there are some other works going on. It's not kind of generic, so. Then healthcare is another thing that we are currently working on. And we also, like, customers are North Star, and we also sustain by offering our services to customers. And our method is like, if vanilla, if it's a vanilla version of ERPNext, we do host on Frappe hosting. Then if it's generic build, we build it like process manufacturing, and post on Discuss and collaborate with the community and raise a PR. Else, if it is customer-specific requirements like the other batch billing that I talked about, we do it and host ourselves. And hosting is painful. So that's about it. And thanks to ERPNext, and thanks sponsors and foundation for having the time to.